Yeah, so this one, I wanted to talk about the journaling and just the importance of journaling. Because I was just playing my saxophone, and right as I finished, I heard like a telepathic voice say, "You should journal now." And it really what came in afterwards was like it's so important for us going through this ascension process because you're working with all these different techniques and you know these different methods and stuff, and then you start finding which ones are letting you progress further. And like um, let's say you had a really good day, and if you journaled about like everything that you did in the morning, like your routine and stuff, and some of the thought processes that you had maybe, or just what led to that, then you can kind of keep track of what works for you and what doesn't. And like as we're ascending up these steps, of the ascension, and we're getting into higher states of consciousness, we often get thrown back down a few steps, and having that journal, you can write down what brought you back down, so you don't do that again. You learn from your mistake, right? And then you can also look at those steps that you just climbed up to see, like back in your journal, what allowed you to get up those in the first place. So you're not like before, when I didn't journal, I would go down, and I almost felt like it kept putting me down because um it needed to, like, or just this process, and the source wanted me to relearn all those things that I just learned, and it would throw me back down, and just to reaffirm those lessons that I just learned. So if you have a journal, it makes it a lot more solid, and more of a, like, a scientific process, right? Of reaching those goals of yours, and yeah, journaling is so important. It's really cool to like go back through and see like different dreams that you had. And I kind of make my journal a dream journal, and just a regular journal in general. But yeah, it really helps because it happens so much. Like you get thrown back down, you get into those lower states, and then you're like, this is what I did, and not gonna do that again. Or oh, I only need to do this, and then I'll be right back where I was again. Instead of like, oh God, I gotta figure this out. I gotta be at this stage for a while to remember what happened, or remember what thought process led me out of, or led me higher, and so yeah, definitely keep a journal. I know, at least from the other beings that I've talked to about dreams, is that when you're keeping a constant dream journal, your dreams are going to become more vivid too. Just because I personally think it's because you do a lot of traveling, and like source wants to give you more if you're kind of like documenting it, and you can spread that message one day maybe to other people. Um, and you'll get more and more vivid dreams because of that. And again, like, dreams for me are also very connected. Usually, like, I'll have a dream. Like the other day, I had a dream about, like, it looked like Star Wars, or almost like a space war almost, and it was kind of dark and kind of scary, And then that day, I like I had like a really crappy day. So like my point is that um, like dreams can give you a lot of really vivid messages, and if you can decipher and learn what different things in your dreams kind of indicate different things in your like 3D life, you can take those and really change things really quick based on those. And like I've said before, when I do all of my work, and I'm dedicated to my practice, and I'm like meditating, especially before bed, or like I go on a walk before bed, and then I come back and meditate right at the foot of my bed, and like, and go in. I mean, obviously I've been living out of my car, but same kind of thing, when yeah, you meditate right before bed, and you get these really awesome dreams because you're going into those dreams with this blissful, peaceful state. And a lot of the times, if you haven't cleared your vessel of those lower emotions, then your dreams will you'll manifest that type of energy of those lower emotions in your dreams, like scary stuff or whatever. And like it happened to me last night actually. It was like 2 nights ago I had that war one, and then tonight I've kind of been in a funk recently, just like the last couple days. But it just goes to show, because I've been in these amazingly peaceful states in dreams, and then all it takes is like a little bit of stuff to throw you out of whack, and then you can start manifesting like demons and stuff in your dreams, which aren't fun. But you kind of, if you look at it from the observer standpoint, like that's not your spoke of that eight spoked wheel. It's you're out on one of the limbs and you're identifying, or I am identifying with that emotion right now, and that's why it's coming up in my dreams. But again, I'm also observing the fact that I'm identifying it. So um it's like Eckhart Tolle talks about the difference between your ego and what is it, just like your ego and being the observer. Like your ego is when you're in a certain emotion and you're not observing it, even though it's not really you, it's not really your true being. You're not consciously observing that emotion isn't you. So you get wrapped up in this thought process or emotion, or like you get angry, and you're in that moment, you're angry, that's your ego. And then once you come out of it, then you realize, oh, that wasn't really me. And then that's when becomes you become presence. Yeah, so keep that dream journal, and keep writing down things, and it really helps you expedite the process of ascension. And put down goals that you want to work on in your everyday life. And doing 3D things are essential to your process as well. Like you can't just be 100% spiritual. You have to balance your whole life in this 3D world and be working on progressing your life in this reality too. So yeah, journaling has been very, very helpful for me, and I've really it's allowed me to narrow down the things that I need, that are essential to my ascension process. So yeah, guys, peace.